Well, he may have gone free, but as his defense attorney suggested, there's still a lot ahead for George Zimmerman. Could a civil suit follow? And how quickly? Joining us now from Atlanta is defense attorney Ashley Merchant. And from Miami, we have former prosecutor Philip Snyder. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Welcome. Well, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on the federal government, on the Attorney General Eric Holder, the Justice Department, to come bring in a federal lawsuit dealing with civil rights violations against George Zimmerman. There's been a lot of pressure. The FBI did already conduct an investigation last year, released a report through the Justice Department saying they found no racial animus for this particular crime. But there's a lot of pressure. Do you think the federal government will consider moving in that direction?
I would be very surprised, so surprised that I'll shave my head if the feds get involved. President Obama has already come out and made a statement very early on in the case, and he has egg on his face from that. I think that the FBI, the fact they've already done an investigation, said that it was not racially motivated. I think I would be very surprised if the feds got involved and any lawsuit of that nature would be transpiring.
Money. If he doesn't have assets at this point, and he might make some, he might sell a story, he might write a book, who knows? But if he doesn't have assets, is it more of a moral victory for the family or for others if they can get that civil judgment against him?
Absolutely. And in the past, in some of these high-profile cases where it's been a not guilty on the criminal side, it has been satisfaction on the civil side because, again, the standard is much lower. That being said, with the stand your ground law and the fact that immunity can be argued and fees can attach if that prevails, I think it's less likely in this case that the Martin family will go after a civil judgment against George Zimmerman.
I was staying with the Constitution and with the laws of Florida. If there's no probable cause, you can't arrest and charge someone. You know, he said there was a lot of internal and a lot of political pressure to charge him.
That's correct. But to go back on Ashley's point, I agree. I think it's very unlikely that they are going to get costs. I think that's a lot of talk. The only time I found that you can get costs is when a public official is being criminally charged, and then you can go after the city and the state. But in this case, I do not think that's likely. As far as your other question, again, I think it's a lot of talk right now, which happens a lot right after trials. A lot of people try to bolster themselves and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I think at the end of the day, sleeping dogs will lie, and everyone will go their own separate ways.
All right, Philip and Ashley,
Yes.
We'll wait to see what happens next. Thank you both for weighing in.
Thank you.
Thank you.